welcome to Slope's Game Room Crime Watch Edition. Oh yes, ladies and gentlemen, buckle yourself up for not only 5 examples of bad guys doing the naughty, but 5 bad guys that didn't get away with it in the most stupid ways possible. I'm not saying a life of crime is a path any of us should decide to take. However, if video game burglary is for you, then perhaps ticking off these 5 examples of complete idiocity isn't the worst place to start your new dodgy lifestyle choices. Buckle yourself in, guys, and just thank God that you are not this idiotic. Hi everybody, I'm DJ Slope from Slope's Game Room, and this is 5 stupid video game robberies. Okay, so here's quite a recent one. Have any of you ever purchased fruit or veg at one of those self-checkouts at your local supermarket? There's a serious amount of trust put on you here, isn't there? You could quite literally put more expensive fruit through as cheaper fruit, right? Who would know? But then again, why stop there? Because earlier this year in 2019, a French guy named Adel at his local hypermarket decided to take a PlayStation 4 out of its box, weigh it up, and put it through the tills as 6 pounds of fruit and or veg, bringing the grand total to €9.29 instead of the €340 asking price the shop was originally asking for. And you know what else? He actually got away with it. A current gen system for the same price as a pack of spuds. And whilst on the subject of spuds, this guy was a bit of a spud too, because he sold the PlayStation 4 for €100, apparently to pay for some train ticket or something. He then went back the very next day to try it again, but this time he got caught by the local police, who were obviously waiting for him to strike, where he was taken down. Obviously, I've got no idea what this guy's personal situation is, but considering he only sold it for €100 after spending a tenner on it in the first place, and as stated, he paid for his train fare twice, it all seems a bit pointless, as it doesn't seem that the guy got away with much at all. So, what happened to young Adel then? Well, he was instructed to arrive at court to face his criminal charges, which was expected to be 4 years in the slammer. And he didn't turn up. The sentence was dropped in place of a warning instead due to his young age, and it is said that if he does pretend that a PlayStation 4 is a cabbage once again, he's going down. Oh well, at least his mate got one though, eh? Ticket redemption prizes, claw grabbing machines, and everything in between. Seriously guys, there is absolutely no point. Anything worth getting will require thousands upon thousands or even millions of tickets, and cool stuff you see in UFO catchers and whatnot actually end up being practically impossible to get. That is unless you got a couple of kids, just like this guy. This is Anthony Helsinki, a 34-year-old engineering teacher at a Massachusetts high school. And as you can see, not all is what it seems. There's a 3DS, there's a Nintendo Switch, and oh, hello, here comes his daughter. The footage was filmed apparently by a couple of passers-by who then showed it to mall security, who then backed it up with CCTV footage and gave this footage to the police. At first they had no idea who it was, and the clip was then uploaded onto the Salem NH Police Department's Facebook page, where local residents came across the clip and plenty of tips came forward identifying the crooked teacher, until Anthony himself no doubt saw the clip too and decided to turn himself in. Not only was he then charged with theft, criminal trespassing and the endangerment of his own child, but the school also quickly placed him on administrative leave whilst the case played out. The end result, after going to court, was a $1,000 fine, community service, a 2-year sentence pending on good behaviour, and he also needs to seek professional counselling too. He then quickly resigned from his job where he earned a reported $85,000 a year, all because he wanted to steal approximately $400 worth of gaming tech. And you know what else? You know what the real kicker is? He suffered all of these charges, his career and his reputation, technically just for the DS, because the Nintendo Switch wasn't even in the box. Right, here we go. This one is a little hazy, as it's unclear what this guy was actually trying to steal, but he was definitely after something when he smashed in the bottom panel of a door at a GameStop at St. Mary's in Georgia. But what makes this clip really amazing is that the criminal decided that a mask, or I don't know, a done-up hoodie, just wasn't the way to go, but instead to put a plastic bag on his head, which is normally used for multi-packs of water, onto his head to disguise himself. Obviously, this Wally still ended up looking through the hole on the side of the water bottle bag, leaving his face completely visible to the security cameras. And what's even funnier about all this is the fact that the St. Mary's Police Department, who actually showed this footage off, had an absolute field day with it. Did you ever give any thought to what your disguise was going to be when you decided that a life of crime was your bag of water? Well, this guy did, and yes, he used a plastic bag used to package bottled water. This puts new meaning to the term waterhead. They really did poke quite a bit of fun at this ridiculous clip that ended up going viral, claiming that they have a suspect in mind and giving a link to your own personal profile. And they also showed off another picture of the criminal taken on the same day in another shop without his disguise in the makeup section. Working on a disguise, maybe? This one is absolutely brilliant. Sadly, we don't know what he was attempting to take or what he actually did end up taking. All we do know is that he was captured, and thankfully the St. Mary's Police Department Facebook page ended up getting quite a bit more popular. All because of this water bottled guy right here. Hang on, wait a minute. Are his flies undone too? This is just amazing. Amazing. Sometimes it's just sitting there, tempting you to go and pick it up. Nobody's watching, and when they do realise it's gone, it'll be too late. Nobody will know that it's you. In this instance, that something was a crate of 144 Xbox 360s. Yep, Gene Samedi here, as you can see by his mugshot, is yet another guy who didn't get away with it. Before going to jail, Gene was a lorry driver, and when he dropped off his latest shipment, a crate of 144 360s were left on his truck and he drove away. Does this make it a two-person job? Probably. It definitely seems to be that way. Anyway, after the shipment was taken, accidentally or not, the distribution centre, not sure where the cargo went, decided to log all of the MAC addresses for the system, and sure enough, several of those systems turned up when the unknowing eventual gamers decided to go online. After tracking the general locations of these online Xboxes and looking at CCTV footage that shows Gene getting out of his lorry and actually checking that they were in there before driving off, he went into hiding. Police did eventually catch him though at John F. Kennedy Airport, where he was attempting to make a run for it. And after being arrested, he ended up in jail until his hearing the following year with a $75,000 bail. All because of a bunch of Xboxes. Be careful what you buy from strange shifty people online. This is the DJ Slope version of what was said to a woman who called a police hotline after purchasing an Xbox with a game but no controllers or leads. Oh yeah, she also said that it smelt pretty shifty too. After police asked for details on who she purchased the console from, it turned out that the unknown individual was pretty hard to track down. End of case, right? Mark this one as unsolved and a complete waste of police time, yeah? Well, yeah, that was what was going through the mind of everybody involved, no doubt. That was until a scruffy 30-year-old Christopher James Umback contacted police to report that his Xbox 360, plus a few watches apparently, had been stolen from his house. Surely that's the end of it, right? No, still not finished. When the gathers turned up to investigate Christopher's break-in, he invited them in with welcome arms and then slapped his own forehead in the most idiotic way possible because he forgot to clean up his house of all of the dodgy stuff that he'd been up to. When the police reported what they had seen, a warrant was quickly drawn up and the Xbox-less chap, who voluntarily invited these coppers into his home, was found to be the owner of a variety of not very well hidden items, including water pipes, funky brownies, humidifiers, fertilizers, and growing equipment. So, did James get his Xbox back? No, doesn't look like it, but he did get arrested instead. Hey there guys, thanks for checking out the video. I want to give a big special shout out to all of my Patreons, but first an extra big shout out goes to Player One Clothing, this video's sponsor, who has now graced us as being the official home for Slope's Game Room branded merchandise. Starting off with Slope's Game Room branded hats. Yes, the exact same hat that I wear on my head, and it comes in a beautiful sexy little black box for you to be able to put up on your shelf if that's your thing. And yeah, it's really good. Please do go and support the show by buying one of those, and again, don't forget to use the code SGR20 for 20% off. And of course guys, if you want to go and check out any of the games that you see playing on the screen right here, go and check the Play Asia link below. It really does help the show and continues to let me review more things for you guys. Anyway, back to those all-important patrons. A big extra shout out going to That Retro Video Gamer, Gary Pinkett, Mantis, Ryan Burford, Andrew Dalton, Ben Jackson, Jonathan Hayward, Tomek Grabowski, Christopher Turnbull, Phil Lowlins, Mr. Vestec, Josh Dina, Robertson Dunn, Lefty, Intrigues Gaming, Abby Morris, Tim Labonte, Asobi Quang, DX, Tim Lunn, Hernandez, Pixels.Limited, aka Samuel Victor, Red the Beard, Conrad Constantine, Pretendo 64, Creamy Elephant, James Loveridge, Casey Garner, Blitz Hedgie, King Link Reviews, Gemma Mr. T's Shirts, Mike H. Fell, Lucas Softail, You Old Hamburglar, Gregory Arden, Ronnie Method, SSWB, Solix Capture, Jeremy Rodriguez, Nick Pollard, Bram Perez, Marcus King Emo Cut, Tyndall, June, the Geeky Dad, Richard Carter, aka Fantastic Dizzy, Todd Paul Float G, and of course Petty Mew. If you want to get your name shouted out, come see what I'm working on and all of that usual stuff, then please click the link that you see on the screen, and then you get to get all the benefits that these awesome people I've just shouted out, plus many more, get, including the exclusive rooms in my Discord. But anyway guys, that's enough plugging from me for today, so this is DJ Slope signing out, and hopefully I'll see you all next time.